How to get free stuff in the UK for yourself, your family, or your baby for free. Especially if you're a new settler, or you're trying to cut back on expenses, or you're still figuring out how and where to source for things while you're getting necessary things for yourself. No fluff, practical steps, straight to the point. Let's dive in. This video is not just for the new settlers. There are people who have stayed here for a very long time and I realize that they don't know that such a thing exists. So let's talk. As with many places you're just settling in or you just moved into, you most likely just traveled with a few clothes and maybe a few things to eat. Even if you went to a family house, you most likely get your own place soon. Trust me, you would need stuff. Your family would need a lot of stuff. That's if you're going with them. Your baby, if you're expecting one or you have one already, would need a lot of things. No matter how fully loaded you are with money, you may not be able to buy all that's needed. Besides, if you ask me, it's not really a wise financial decision to spend a lot of money buying majority of the things when you can cut costs and get almost all these things for free and even more. So how do you get that done? Easy peasy. If you follow the steps, trust the process, stay positive, you're gonna get a whole lot of things that would serve you and your family and whoever you are with for a very, very long time. I'll summarize the steps and break them down further on in the video for you to get a clearer picture of what I mean. So, summary, 8 steps. Number 1, go search for these free things where they can be gotten from. Number 2, register on these places. Number 3, search for all you need, those things you really know you need. Number 4, request for them. Number 5, get the address of the person who is giving this and the convenient time that's for pickup. Number 6, go get your free stuff. Number 7, enjoy it. And number 8, rinse and repeat. Now let's break it down. A few places where you can get majority of what you need in the UK for free include WhatsApp group, Facebook Marketplace, Facebook groups, Freecycle, Olio, and there are still a lot more like these, but if you just stick with this few I've mentioned, you're good to go. Now, what would you do on these sites, apps, and groups? For WhatsApp groups and Facebook groups, they are like self-explanatory. Just go join groups in your cities. For instance, if you're in London, you could just add London moms, London neighbors, Londoners. You would see a whole lot of Facebook groups like that. And for WhatsApp, of course, you need to have someone who is in the group to invite you, or you could still get that on forums like Quora, Reddit. You could still find links to such groups there, but mostly on Facebook you can easily get this by just searching on the Facebook app. When you join this request to join these groups, you would see people posting things they want to give out for free. For instance, somebody could be moving houses and then the new house they're going into, majority of the properties they have from the old house can't fit into the new house. So they look for who they will give those things to. And trust me, I've seen a lot of people do this. And it's not just properties you get on this Facebook group and WhatsApp group. You can get a whole lot. You can get clothes. You can get anything. Just mention it. Gadgets, electronics, kitchen utensils. Sometimes you can even get food items. Especially in festive periods where people buy a lot of things they cannot finish. They look for how they'll give it out to others. And let me tell you, in many cases, these things these guys are giving out are brand new. You would even see it with the tags. And in few cases, the items are just barely used, like they hardly used it. All these things are very good items you can collect and reuse for years to come without them getting spoiled. It's not like they're bad and they're trying to throw it away. No, these things are very, very good items you can use for yourself and no one would know you got it from somewhere else. As for the other places outside the Facebook group and WhatsApp group, these places, people in the UK post stuff they don't need, and these things are also brand new. Some of them just got it as gifts, they don't need it. Some of them they bought it, it's not what they want, they don't need it. Some of just different reasons why they're giving these things out, but they are more than happy to give it out. For the Facebook Marketplace, it's basically inside your Facebook app. You just go to the app on the top where you have your notification messages and the rest. You find the Marketplace. When you open it, you're gonna see items here for sale. I'm going to show you how you can get the ones that are there for free. Be sure that the location there is where you are currently, because it could still be your previous location. So check at the top right, I think you would see the location there. If it's not your current location, you can always change it to your current location. Then let's say for instance you want to search for shoes on the marketplace. Just go to the search button inside the marketplace, not the Facebook search button. Search the kind of shoes you want, let's just say shoes, and then filter it to the ones that are free or the ones that the prices are zero. Search and you will see a whole lot that you can go through and pick what you want. Be careful though, people are not using this thing to cheat others. Like they post something they say they want to give for free, but when you're asking them, they're asking you to pay for postage, pay for one thing or the other. Flee whenever you hear such. Just run away from posts like that, because most of them just want to cheat people. People are not taking advantage of it. But you find a lot of them that are actually very genuine. And outside the Facebook marketplace, we've got the Freecycle and Olio. For Freecycle, the website is freecycle.org. You just go there, register, join your city groups. On these apps, groups, websites, you can just simply search for what you need. Any single thing you need, just search for it there. There are search buttons there. You request for it. If it's available, the person confirms it's available, and then you pick a date for coming to collect it and a convenient time for the person, and then you go as soon as you can to get it. You can get every single thing you need for yourself, your family, and your baby. Even baby formula you can get on these places once you follow this process. Well, unless you have your own personal reservations on why you can't collect things from people who are more than happy to give it out, people who give you these things with very warm and bright smiles, people who are happy you're doing them a favor, freeing up spaces in their house for things they don't want or they can't even use. I don't see why you can't save the money and get these things for free and then use the money for other pressing things that you cannot get for free, like your bills, for instance. These things come in very handy, I can tell you. I'm not gonna lie, and I'm not really ashamed to admit it, but majority of what I have for myself and family, I got it through this process. Like anyone who comes into my house, I'd be like, all this is you're seeing here, I got them all for free. And most times they'll be like, how? And I'm always more than happy to share with them, because why not? We're saving money and enjoying ourselves in the process. Now here's another way to get free things. This time it's not online, it's offline actually. But unlike the online ones, you are going to search for what you need at the moment. But this offline one, in most cases, what you find, it's not always what you need immediately, but trust me, they always come in handy. And for this one, you get those things in front of people's gates or their entrances. I don't know if you've noticed, but there are people, when you're walking down the street, you just see items in front of people's gates or their entrances, with or without a pick me note. And if you find such and you're really interested in what the item is, go ahead and pick it. Well, just be careful not to go into the gate or the entrance, except if they drop the thing specifically for you to come pick, like the one of the online stuff. Most of them will tell you they'll drop it in front of the door, you can come in. But in this case, when you're just moving down the street, you could just see these things in front and you just pick it up. These things are free to be taken. Again, I've used the same process and I've gotten a whole lot of things I need for myself and my family. I'm really not ashamed to say it, because anyone who even comes to my home, like, I keep singing it in their ears. Almost everything I have at my place for myself, my family, and the rest, I got it through this online and offline process. The furnitures, the duvet, the pillows, beds, kitchen utensils, prams, sterilizers, name it. I got them mostly from this process. And trust me, 80% of these things are brand new, and also from these popular UK brands. And those ones that are not brand new, they are hardly used. Like, they are in amazing conditions. You would not believe that I didn't purchase them as new. I find it very shocking when I'm having discussions with people who just moved in like a month ago or two, or people who are still trying to settle debts and they're complaining about how much they have spent on this or that. I feel like weeping, because this money could have been spent on other pressing needs, especially bills. But if all these free things don't go down well with you, well, instead of spending so much money on Amazon, where most of these things are quite expensive, or other big stores in the UK, why not go to Facebook Marketplace or most of the selling apps in the UK, because you could get all these things at very cheap prices, brand new. These things are coming from individuals and not businesses like Amazon and other stores in the UK. Life can actually be made easy if you're able to find hacks to work around a few things, especially in your early days of settling in. So instead of spending that money on other things they can get for free, why not push it into your bills and sorting out other things? I don't think your coming in days is when you should start splashing money on things you can easily get for free, especially when pounds is quite high for most of the currencies people are coming in with. And the advantage of getting these things for free is you can get these things in varieties. For instance, if you have a baby, you can get baby clothes from 0 to 2 years, and you have them all in varieties from one person, compared to when you go buy these things yourself. Where do you want to begin? Do you want to buy from 0 to 3 years and 3 months? And then within a month or two, you're back to go look for the remaining 3 months to 6 months. Why spend so much money when one person can give you clothes that would serve your baby up until 2 years or even more? Think about it. These things are usually very helpful. Apart from baby clothes, nappies, toys, books. Even for adults, you could get clothes, books, and shoes. You can also get furniture, gadgets. There's just so many things you can get for free. Why not tap into these free things and grab them while you can, and then use the money for other bills you can easily sort out with? If you're able to do this for majority of what you need, you have saved a lot of money and used that money for something more pressing than these things you have spent it on. I'll also leave links to some other sites like the Freecycle and the Olio app down in the description, so be sure to always check it out because I keep updating it as often as I get new ones. Try these things and let me know how it works out for you. And also, if you have questions and comments, feel free to share them in the comment section. I respond to every single one of them. Don't forget the like and subscribe button if you found this video very helpful, and also share with others you know would also find value in it.